leave a content of the speech.
So to restate the question, in modern United Nations, oftentimes larger committees will keep something called a general speakers list, or a list of people who would like to speak in the committee. It's sort of like the line. When it's your turn, you get up to the front of the room and you give a speech. And often you only have, a minute or two. In fact, the Undersecretary General for our conference, a guy named Colin, he actually thinks this is incredibly exciting, because what a large committee is you only have 2 minutes to influence the way 300 people think. And you can see that as, oh, that's really hard, or you can see that as an incredibly exciting challenge. But you've asked specifically for some tactics as to how you do this, and I think you need to think about what day it is. Earlier in the committee, your most important goal is to introduce yourself. Because in a large committee, no one really knows who to work with. And if you make it clear that you should work with me if you want to do X, if you make that clear, then you'll have a much easier time meeting with people, having people come to you, and kind of building up a group of people who might see things the way you do. So earlier on, I would focus on building a set of natural allies. Later in the committee, you must focus on making people understand why your vision, why your resolution, why your idea is the best one. This is a little harder because many people will be making these speeches. You need to make yours stand out. Typically, the way I've seen our best delegates go about doing this is by saying something memorable. An acronym, a joke, just anything that will make people set up and say, hey, that's worth considering. One of the best ways to do this is to find, some, tag, something in people's memory that you can always reference to call out another resolution. I'll give you an example from our model.